Thank you. Tax lots 800, 1200, and 1201 located on North Avenue E between Wilson Way and Timberline Road, White City. Bob Fellows Construction, LLC, tax lot 800, and the Ray Edward Niffen Jr. and Deborah Jo Niffen Joint Revocable Living Trust, tax lots 1200 and 1201, property owners / applicants. File number 439-23-00008-LRP, and approving a 38-lot subdivision application to create the new Falcon Landing on property described as Township 36 South, Range 1 West, Section 16 DC, tax lot 800, located north of Avenue E between Wilson Way and Timberline Road, White City. Bob Fellows Construction, LLC, property owner applicant. This is file number 439-23-00024-SUB. Today we have with us Ted Zook, who is the Director of Development Services, and Don Rinneman, Planner 3, as well as our legal staff of Pete Philbrick, who is Senior Assistant County Counsel. I will now ask the County Counsel to read the admonishment.
Thank you, Commissioner Dotter. Today is the second reading of ordinance number 2024-1, which implements a decision made on February 7, 2024 by the Board of Commissioners. Pursuant to the Jackson County Charter, Section 14, subsection 3, the first reading of this ordinance was made on March 13, 2024. The purpose of today's hearing is specific and limited. The hearing is for the Board of Commissioners to determine whether the previous decision is properly documented in the language of proposed ordinance number 2024-1. Consequently, the only appropriate and relevant input from hearing participants and members of the public considered in today's hearing must be narrowly focused on two issues. One, whether staff prepared the ordinance according to the direction of the decision and direction of the Board of Commissioners, and two, whether there are any grammatical or typographical errors in the proposed ordinance. It is important to note that this is not a time to deliberate the merits of the board's decision or its impacts, or to give opinions that the decision was a good decision or a bad decision. The hearing record on this decision is closed, and the public input today will be segregated from the hearing record and will not be considered as part of the hearing record or reflected in the findings or conclusions contained in the ordinance. The board chairperson or county counsel may stop speakers from getting off topic and redirect them to relevant factors for consideration. Finally, this is an opportunity for commissioners to announce whether they have had any actual or potential conflicts of interest or ex parte communications with respect to the matter today, or the person or entity requesting the legislative change. If so, the commissioners may discuss the nature of that conflict or ex parte communication and address how they wish to proceed. Are there any conflicts of interest or ex parte communications to report?
I have none.
I have none.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. The purpose of today's hearing is to ensure that the proposed ordinance accurately reflects the Board of Commissioners' decision on this matter. Do we have any questions for the planning staff concerning the proposed ordinance?
I do not.
Okay, and would you please read the rules of the public hearing?
Thank you, Commissioner Dotter. The rules are as follows. Please remember to direct your testimony and evidence towards the criteria or rules set forth in the published notice for this hearing. Those criteria, rules, and standards will be further outlined for you by staff momentarily. You may also direct your testimony to other criteria in the comprehensive plan, land development ordinance, or other land use regulations which you believe apply to this decision. Understand that a failure to raise an issue with statements or evidence sufficient to give the decision makers or other parties the ability to respond to the issue will preclude or prevent your appeal based on that issue. The county is making a recording of the hearing. In the event of an appeal, it may be necessary to transcribe it. Therefore, when you testify or comment, please begin by clearly identifying yourself so that anybody reading a transcript of the record will know who is talking. We will first hear from staff and the applicant will follow. Then we will hear from those who wish to comment in favor of the application. Then we'll hear from those who are opposed. The applicant has the burden to prove its case. This is a different set of rules. I'm going to start over.
Okay.
That was for the first hearing. Rules are as follows. Only the chairperson or member of the Board of County Commissioners may question a speaker. There will be no interruption of a speaker from the audience and no debates on the floor. Applause is not permitted. A speaker may criticize a proposal, the board, or an agency of the county, but the speaker shall not argue with another speaker directly. Any speaker may present an opposite view, but not in personal terms. A person wishing to speak shall raise his or her hand and be recognized by the chairperson conducting the hearing. After being recognized, the speaker shall state his or her name and address before proceeding with his or her statement. The chairperson may limit the duration of any presentation to the time necessary to cover factual information. Repetition by a speaker shall be avoided.
Thank you. So I will now open the public hearing. We have no one signed up here in the auditorium. Anybody online on Zoom?
At this time, there is no one with their Zoom hand raised to speak.
Okay. And I will now go ahead and I will close the public hearing. Do you have any deliberation on this matter?
No, would you like a motion?
I would love a motion.
So I will move to adopt ordinance 2024-1, approving a minor zoning map amendment to rezone 3 parcels totaling 7.97 acres and a portion of the adjoining right-of-way 0.63 acres from White City Urban Residential 6 to White City Urban Residential 8 on property described as Township 36 South, Range 1 West, Section 16DC, tax lots 800, 1200, and 1201, located north of Avenue E between Wilson Way and Timberline Road, White City, Bob Fellows Construction, LLC, tax lot 800, and the Ray Edward Niffen Jr. and Deborah Joe Niffen Joint Revocable Living Trust, tax lots 1200 and 1201, property owners and applicants. File number 439-23-00008-LRP, and approving a 38-lot subdivision application to create the new Falcon Landing on property described as Township 36 South, Range 1 West, Section 16DC, tax lots 800, located north of Avenue E between Wilson Way and Timberline Road, White City, Bob Fellows Construction, LLC, property owner applicant. File number 439-23-00024-SUB.
Second.
And we've not had any objections to any of the testimony, so I see no reason to.
No, and this is,
Deny this.
we clearly need this housing, and this is wonderful, and so I think this is great to see this go forward like this. So, go ahead and take a vote.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes.
Commissioner Dotterer?
Yes. And with that, I adjourn the meeting.